Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about today why I will not be seeing Judas and the Black Messiah. Okay, if you're mature, please partake in this video, but if not, please leave. Okay, the reason why I won't be seeing this movie is because the number one reason and the one reason only is because the main actor Daniel is British, and Judas and the Black Messiah, this is about a man named Fred Hampton, who was a Black American fighting for civil rights of Black people in America. I cannot waver on those values of mine. If Lakeith Stanfield was playing Daniel's role as Fred Hampton, I would be okay with seeing that. But they put him as a supporting cast member, as they did Janelle Monáe in Harriet. If she would have been playing Harriet, I would have saw the movie. But because I know the lady playing Harriet had more of a, what do you call it, controversial past with her comments, but I have to stand on these values of mine. So let's get into it. Fred Hampton was a Black American man, and I feel like we keep revisiting the same problems in American cinema. Those same problems and arguments are, should Black Americans be playing Black Americans? Should other Black people from other parts of the world be playing Black Americans? Okay? And in the photo you see that I am displaying now, you see Zoe Saldana and you see Cynthia Erivo. Both of these movies, Harriet and Nina, have been flagged with controversy, and also these women have been scrutinized for taking over Black American roles, while both they have been disrespectful. And some of the rhetoric that Zoe Saldana used, as terms like she doesn't see color, Cynthia with her Black American accent, ghetto Black American accent tweets. So both have been flagged by controversy. I understand that Daniel Kaluuya has not, but both of these women, and he should not be playing these type of roles, in my opinion. Let's get into some question and answers as to why. Okay, so I kind of made up some framed arguments about, like, let's start with this argument. We are all Black. Okay, so anybody Black can play anything. I feel like that argument is invalid because Black Americans went through different things than the Black British people. Like Samuel Jackson said when this guy was playing in Get Out, when Daniel was playing in Get Out, Samuel said basically Black people in America were experiencing Jim Crow, while the British Black people were actually interracially dating and marrying. That's an immense difference than what was going on in America versus British. Another argument is to go see the movie because we need to support this movie, because they in the studios can make more films like this. Okay, this is how this argument is flawed. I'll debunk it quickly. This was a real story. Fred Hampton was a real man. Okay, you can read the books, you can watch actual interviews of the man Fred Hampton. Gabrielle Union said it best, I believe, when she was talking about a movie she was in. What happens when a Black cast predominantly is in a movie that is headed by a white production studio? What happens is a little money in the production budget. What happens is the movie will exceed their expectations, and then when the movie they'll do a little cheer and, oh, good for you, we didn't expect your little movie to do this well, but thank you, because that money you just made in your movie is going to go back to our white people, and we will fund our white people's movies with the money that you made from your movie. It exceeded our expectations anyways. We really didn't even want to do the movie in the first place, but thank you, because our people are going now to enjoy this money that you guys made from this movie. Do you see? It's not real to support a movie because they can make more like this. Is an invalid argument. Okay, another argument probably people will say, why you should see this movie is because it celebrates Black history. Wrong again. I feel like this is more money going into white people's pockets. And the reason why I say that is in a way, it does celebrate Black history, but we have the real story, and I don't understand. We don't need movies to solidify our history. If you think that, you need to go somewhere and re-educate yourself. Listen, I don't need to watch a movie to feel empowered. Like, seriously. this happened in real life. If you have to watch a movie constructed, written, edited, mixed, and marketed by white people who will sell your history and pass this movie off as empowerment is pathetic. I just feel that realistically with these movies, we keep circling around to the conversation of who can play Black Americans other than Black Americans just playing Black Americans. It makes the most sense. These stories are Black American stories, and we keep crossing different people who are not from here into America. The central focus of my argument is Black Americans need to play Black Americans. Simple, point blank, period. Nothing else to discuss. And even the conversation with Zoe Saldana playing Nina. Zoe Saldana is an Afro-Latino. Nina Simone is a Black American woman who, because of the way she looked, encountered forms of racism that Zoe Saldana would not encounter. Okay, there was like almost a running joke that dark-skinned Black women can't even play dark-skinned Black women, but it was true. Listen, I don't want this video to be too long, but this is what I wanted to touch on. Daniel Kaluuya is not a box office draw. In my opinion, he is still building his career off of Black American stories. And I don't know what the obsession is. He is still building his career, so it's not like he has to command this role in order for this movie to sell. Like I said, Lakeith Stanfield would have been perfect for the leading role. I do not understand what is going on. Okay? And I feel like Black people, as Black Americans, we have nothing left. We have been robbed of everything. And like I said, Black Americans can't even play Black Americans to tell Black American stories. You have to find a British person. Again, it goes back to that thing with British people. They are looked at as more classically trained than Black American actors. So there's almost a quote unquote premium on these British people. I don't want this to be too long, but I feel like even with this movie, I hear Daniel Kaluuya speaking. I feel like Daniel is doing a thing I call this like accent stacking. He already has a British accent, then he's going back to the 60s, 70s era and now getting this Black voice of that time. It's just really weird to me. I don't know. And like I said, Samuel Jackson made the point perfect when talking about Daniel when he was in Get Out. Samuel said, we have Black Americans here who could bring a lot more to the role and get paid for it. As an American working in America, we have people traveling across the country to come get jobs in America and undermining the Black Americans that are already here. Listen, so basically, even with Cynthia Erivo, my issue with her was she was disrespectful towards African Americans. She said things like African American ghetto accent on Twitter. It seems like she was criticizing Black American people for not being smart enough. I have an issue with that, and I could see why that was bigger because of the disrespect she delivered to Black American people and then had the nerve to take a Black American role. Harriet Tubman is a hero. She took that role, and again, with Zoe Saldana, she later apologized when the Black Lives Matter movement was really taken off in a positive way, saying she should not have done that role. Listen, and now you have Daniel Kaluuya doing this role. It's just not for him. It belongs to a Black American, and I'm not going to be shy about my belief in saying that that role belongs to a Black American because it does. Based on the simple fact that Fred Hampton was a Black American in America. Okay, now I hope I covered everything I had in my mind. Let me know what you think in the comments. You know, is this a totally different thing of Harriet and Nina putting to the side Judas and the Black Messiah? Are they different or do they line up the same? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.